You know, boating is still open, fishing is still open up in the basin itself, but I do want to make a plea to you all, be very, very careful as you're navigating up there. There are wellheads that are becoming submerged. There's a great deal of debris that's beginning to come down the river, as you can imagine, with all that flow, as well as a lot of wildlife that's been transplanted that's up there. So all of those are additional hazards. We have brought in, from the Coast Guard standpoint, in case some kind of search and rescue or other assistance is needed, we've brought in 2 of our disaster assist response teams. Drive by the Holiday Inn, you'll see 2 big trailers sitting there. They'll be out on the river, in fact, tomorrow, doing assessments as well as getting their familiarization. These are teams that are normally up in the upper regions of the country where they have floods a lot more often, and so they're based up in St. Louis and up in the Great Lakes area. So they've come down to help us. We've also got other resources from the federal government, but working with the state and local folks. There is a safety zone around the Bayou Chene area where this barge is going in. One of our boats is out enforcing that. You know, the Bayou Chene is closed to all traffic of all kinds. And so I can't emphasize that enough. You know, please, we ask you to stay clear of that area. I know it's a really neat project to go look at, but you know, please stay clear of that area so that we don't have impingement on their project there. And that safety zone will remain in effect, and that area will stay closed as long as the barge is closed. There are some proposals to make more of that structure permanent, so it'll be easier to close off the next time, and we'll obviously be working with them to do that. The Gulf Intercoastal Waterway remains open at this time. When the current reaches about 3.5 knots coming down to Morgan City, and we're at about 3.2 right now, we're putting, again, additional restrictions in there on the tows. You know, right now the tows are smaller already because they have to come through the Bayou Bluff locks because they can no longer go down the Chene. But we'll be putting restrictions on them, assist tugs and that sort of thing, again, in order to make sure we don't have a tow lose power or break away that can end up into the levee system. Because if you look out there now, there's no protection now between the water and the levees. And so that's our primary concern, is to protect those structures. That's really about it from our standpoint. You know, we're 24 hours, just like everybody else is working these issues. Standing by, we continue to do assessments of the river. We're continuing to look at the oil facilities. Virtually all of those have been shut in up the Atchafalaya Basin, and most of the companies, in fact, have drained their tanks, replaced them with water, so that if one of their facilities would overrun, we hopefully won't have a significant pollution incident. You will see sheen on the river. You know, report what you see, but I can tell you right now, you're going to see sheen coming down. There's no way to avoid that, as those facilities are overflowing up there. You know, just residual oil products and so forth that are in their facilities. Some of that is going to come down. But you know, the old saying, solution's dilution. We're going to have plenty of dilution, so that should take care of that. All right, thank you.